Welcome back to The Express at the 2010 UDI Awards for Excellence in Development. In previous years, UDI has recognized environmental leadership as a single category. This year, sustainability is mandatory in all categories. And up next, we're touring one of the leaders in green development.
Environmental distinction has been at the forefront of development discussion for the past few years. UDI Executive Director Maureen Enser says it's no longer a trend to be green. It's now a commitment.
What we call climate-smart development in our industry really looks at not only the way we build buildings using green technology, but the way we use our land and linking land to transportation use. The UniverCity up at SFU is a great example of combining both those two features in what we call climate-smart development.
We're very excited as well about this next phase of development, Phase 4.
SFU's UniverCity, developed on Burnaby Mountain, has been called one of Canada's greenest projects.
When the UniverCity was created in the mid-1960s, it was given a lot of land surrounding it. And the university had the opportunity just to develop that land at low density.
This low density development would translate into a more compact community of about 10,000 people living on only 160 acres of land.
Which allows it to be very urban, to be more transit oriented, to be very walkable. And it freed up the other lands, which have now been given back as a Burnaby Mountain Conservation Area, so those are protected lands.
UniverCity set out to maximize their land use as efficiently as possible, introducing a mixed-use project on High Street. With transit only steps away, it was also crucial to provide this new community with sustainable but affordable housing.
What's remarkable about those buildings, they are the very first buildings that will be built under our new comprehensive green zoning bylaw. What's important about that is it's really the first comprehensive green zoning bylaw in North America. So those buildings must be built to be a minimum of 30% more energy efficient.
UniverCity appeals to students and growing families, with an elementary school steps away and a new 50-space childcare center in construction right now.
People's thinking about green buildings have evolved, and as techniques have improved, it's possible through good design and good planning to deliver green buildings at the same cost, or in this case, at a lower cost than comparable buildings.
The SFU Community Trust vowed to protect 14,000 acres of conservation area and over 79 kilometers of trails. UniverCity is truly a city in the middle of the forest.
In the past, we had to hold out, these fine examples who were leaders of the day and recognize their efforts. And of course, SFU, the university, was a prime example of that.
Creating a model sustainable community is really about creating a remarkable, livable community that is also sustainable.
On Burnaby Mountain, I'm Melanie Pineda for The Express.
Environmental leadership plays a big role in the UDI Award category for urban infill. And to win this category, a developer has to overcome some pretty significant challenges.
On the corner of Davie and Howe is a brand new building called Alto, a 15-story residential tower built on land that used to be a gas station. It just won the UDI Award for Best Urban Infill.
An infill property is really a site that's in an existing neighborhood, an established neighborhood, and sort of a single piece of land that is yet to be developed. There's a lot of different community aspects that are involved in doing an infill site because you've got so many people vested in the neighborhood already.
The contemporary approach to architecture is sort of coming back.
Architect John Bingham had some specific goals when it came to Alto's design.
All the colours around here are a bit dark, and with the brick and darker buildings adjacent to it, so we wanted to lighten up the feeling. We also have the retail characteristic, and also then we have some live-work townhouses, so we have a lot of complexity just within the 130 feet of space we've got to deal with.
All but a handful of suites have been sold, and all are designed with high ceilings, modern finishings, and in the penthouse suites, a little something extra.
This is actually the upstairs to, I guess, what is a pretty neat little bachelor pad. It's about 1,700 square feet. It's not bad looking right out over the Granville Street Bridge and sort of down to Yaletown here. It's always nice to have a fireplace with the weather we've had recently.
It's one of the first buildings in this area that's in sort of urban renewal. This area has been a little bit sort of forgotten in the development world, so it was a bit of urban renewal in that sense.
And the winner is Alto, developed by Anthem Properties, John Bingham, Bingham Hill Architects.
UDI's Best Urban Infill Award means a lot to everyone involved in this challenging and unique project.
It's not just one thing you're winning for, right? It's a whole group of things that made it an urban infill site. So whether that's the architecture, the planning, the design, the interiors, the general positioning within the community, it's a lot of things that make it a nice award to win.
In Vancouver, I'm Kendall Harris for The Express.
Urban Infill is one of 18 categories here at the 2010 UDI Awards for Excellence in Development. And here's a look at some of this year's winners.
Well, thank you. When I first talked to Arthur about the project, so I talked to him and tell him that we don't want only a luxury building. We want an architectural building, and we don't want something straightforward. And perhaps in my English, he said, you don't want something straight.
I'd like to thank my family. This project was blood, sweat, and tears, small company, small family that struggled for years to get the project finished. But we achieved what we wanted to achieve.
Still to come.
I've attended 3 or 4 of these awards over the years, and this one has had this whole new vibe to it, this great energy.
The Under 40 Penthouse Party.
Category 18 is Best Outside the Box.
The winner for Best Outside the Box.
This award is presented to a deserving project that is outside the parameters of other categories.
The Express. This is your local voice.
Dear Children's Wish Foundation of Canada, thank you for sending me Rory the Lion. That means I'm going to get my wish, and that makes me really, really happy. Yesterday he was sad, but I told him it's okay, Rory. There are only 2 more needles until my wish. I will send you pictures from the top of the Rocky Mountains. Love, Emily.
Imagine the difference a wish can make. Click on childrenswish.ca and give today.
Welcome back to The Express at the UDI Awards for Excellence in Development. There are actually and literally 2 levels to this event. Here at the awards gala and upstairs at the Under 40 party in the penthouse.
I've attended 3 or 4 of these awards over the years, and this one has had this whole new vibe to it, this great energy. The Under 40 committee was started, I think, about a 1.5 years ago. It was founded by a decision by the UDI board that wanted to engage the young people in the industry, wanted to find ways to either mentor them. How are you? There's people that are in around that age mark, in around my age bracket, that are continuing to be leaders in this industry, which is really important. So that's one thing that stood out in my mind. And the other part is a lot of the people who won awards, the people they were thanking, a lot of the U40 groups that are working for them, people that are in the trenches, the sales and marketing teams, the development managers, all those people. And UDI is one of the, if not the leading organization with the development industry, and so we wanted to make sure we found enough of an opportunity for the young people new to the industry and also had been in it 50 years to continue staying engaged.
Who doesn't love a party in the penthouse? As mentioned earlier, there are 18 categories in the 2010 UDI Awards for Excellence in Development, including the exciting category, Best Outside the Box. Now, this is a build that took some creativity to make it work.
Workout facilities, pools, 69 daycare spots, and a residential tower are just a few of the special features of the brand new Robert Lee YMCA on Burrard. Built by Concert Properties, it's won in this year's Best Outside the Box category.
There's something here for everybody. This is a family-friendly facility that's been designed to serve the city of Vancouver today and 50 years into the future. Today was another one of our first.
Simon Adams is the general manager of the new facility that was 6 years in the making.
We have 69 licensed childcare spaces with 2 gorgeous rooftop outdoor playgrounds. We have a phenomenal state-of-the-art fitness facility here that can serve people in all areas of activity. We've got employment programs, job opportunities and internships for young people who haven't graduated from high school yet.
With a limited footprint, Concert had to make the facilities flexible.
Almost everything is dividable. Our gymnasium's dividable, our swimming pool's dividable. We've got movable pool floor bottoms and those sorts of things so that we can serve people of all ages and all abilities. One of the things that's been really attractive is the equipment that we...
David Podmore is the CEO of Concert Properties.
It required a really solid partnership between ourselves, the developer, and the YMCA, and it was a very, very positive partnership.
A big challenge for the $250 million project was building a facility that would grow with the community while preserving the original heritage facade of the Y.
You've got elements that appear in a lot of projects around the city, but you've got them all in this one project. You know, heritage, some very big challenging elements to incorporate in the building. And then, you know, the introduction of glass and this atrium that connects the original building to the new, I think adds quite an interesting dimension to the quality of the building.
To kind of really marry the two together and to do it in such a way that it actually really works and it's functional and aesthetically it's beautiful, I think that they've done an outstanding job.
It adds a great deal of interest and you have a real sense of accomplishment at the end, that you've not only done a successful commercial development, but you've added something to the community, and you take a lot of pride in that.
I'm Erin Shaw in Vancouver for The Express.
The Robert Lee YMCA is named after Robert H. Lee, a Vancouver-born entrepreneur and longtime Y member, in recognition of his leadership donation toward the new facility. Now that's it for today's Express from the 2010 UDI Awards for Excellence in Development. We want to thank you so much for watching, and we're going to leave you with scenes from today's event.